As I watched Earl Haubner's videos announcing his book, Dreaming Big in Brazil, it occurred to me that, Earl can seem unassuming, at least at first, but spend any amount of time around him and you can see why he's been so successful on the mission field in Brazil. One of the first things you'll notice about Earl is his big, booming voice, and it doesn't seem to fit the smaller frame that he has. And on the medical missions boat that goes throughout the Amazon River Basin, providing free services to communities, each evening Earl would call for dinner, and he didn't need a loudspeaker or a bullhorn. He would simply just holler out the word for dinner in Portuguese, which is jantar, and it would just boom. And I have these great memories of hearing him call us to come together for fellowship. And he commands a respect and deference from people, and at the dinner table we all knew which seat was his, right? And his voice also carries tremendous weight. One of the communities we visited, we arrived the morning after they had held their annual festival to celebrate the harvest of cashew fruit, and they had made liquor out of the cashew fruit, and many of the men were still hungover. Turns out one of the men hadn't slept yet, and he came onto the boat and he started threatening and banging his stick on a chair right there on the front of the boat. And I called to Earl, and he came out and just issued a few sharp words in Portuguese, and the guy walked off immediately. His voice carries that weight. I'd love to know what he said. And his mischievousness also contributes to his persona. We were doing devotions one morning on top of the boat, and a wasp was flying around bothering everybody, and we're ducking and shooing it away, and I tried to remain still, and I felt it was somewhere behind me. My daughter, who was almost 13 at the time, she described what happened in her journal this way. We had a full breakfast and had our daily devotions. Today my dad spoke. During his speech, Earl reached over and slapped the back of my dad's neck. There was a bug there, but it flew away before he could slap it, and Earl knew that. It was a loud slap and surprising to everyone, but the thing was, because it was Earl, it was also funny even to me. He has one of those personalities that can get away with something like that. And look, he estimates that with the disciples that they've trained in Brazil, who have carried the message of Jesus throughout Brazil and across the world, that they've probably seen 50,000 baptisms. And whatever that it factor is that someone has, a charisma with people, Earl definitely has it, and God has used it to tremendous success in Brazil and throughout the world. So I encourage you to check out Earl's book, Dreaming Big in Brazil, 55 Years on the Missions Field, and thank you for watching.